In this first tutorial video to demonstrate this new CAD tool that I'm been working on for the last couple of weeks. Yeah, so it's runs in the browser, has a 3D engine in your browser there, lets you design any mechanical part, or I've got this example up, which is a floor plan of a house. We've also got an example here of a more detailed design of a shed. If it's going to work for us. Yep, a more detailed design of a shed here. Cool. So you can see it comes down to quite a fine detail. All the little bolts in the design. Sort of pan around the design a bit there. Can make things transparent if we want. Select components to learn more about them. So I've got this assembly tree that lets us highlight all the components in the system. So I can like turn the roof cladding off. So if I want to see the like the roofing screws, for example, or the top hats, or some of the rafters in more detail, or the portals. So yeah, so it can get very detailed. But the demo I'm going to show today is the floor plan. So I'll just wait for that to cut over. So maybe something while that's cutting over that's interesting is the procurement tab. So like once you design all the components, you can then see each individual part and define the supplier, new supplier, and then it should detect your pricing. So this will auto detect whatever's been loaded into that design, and so you can go and trace up the part and then put in the prices. So $10 for that one, for example, and then that comes through the calculation sheet at the end, which I currently don't have up. We've also got it so it does 2D drawing, so you can pass that on to your fabricator or whoever wants to assemble your structure. Yeah, there you go. That's the floor plan design. Maybe I'll just finish demoing this bit. So yeah, so that's lets you preview the design, get the scaling right, and then we can hit generate and then download the PDF. I don't want to do that at the moment because it just takes a little while. But that's like a quick run through of it. Yeah, and this is a code panel, so that's where we drop the code in. The idea long term is to not to sort of hide this from the user, because it's easy just to chat with an AI. So instead of cutting and pasting between different applications, but that's still a feature. That feature's still a work in progress. So yeah, so I'll take you through this design. So what I'm going to do is find a floor plan of something pre-existing. So I've just copied this image, handed that onto my to Codex for the interim till I get the AI into the system working. And I've just asked, I have an example project. Use it as a guide to make a 3D floor plan of the image. So I've provided the path to the design file and the image there. So that design file is available online for you guys to try it at home. So it's available on this address, which I'll put in the description of the video. So basically, we copy this file here and then paste it back into our design. We can choose to set the quality. Just for speed, it's useful to use Sketch, but if you want it for a much more precision, you can change the quality up higher. So basically all that does is changes how many lines it uses when it's drawing curves. So if you draw a hole, for example, in sketch mode, it'll just be square and it won't be circular. So that's really all that control does. And you can change this at the moment, but you can't access those other two at the moment. So the GLB is the best way to export it. So I'll run that one. So it should take about 17 seconds to complete. It's a fairly simple design compared to the other shed design I showed you earlier. So that is so this is another design. So that loaded up that design example. This is another house that I built earlier with the package. So I'll switch back to that one that I'm running in the Codex. So that should be the new design. So Codex is like fixing some bugs in it at the moment, so hopefully it's finished. So basically what happened, I requested that, came back with a design. I saw there's some inaccuracies in it, so I asked them to have a bit better go of it. I upped the reasoning a bit, so maybe I ran it as medium first, so maybe extra high. It's a little bit more, maybe more of a complicated task for it, so let's see how it goes. So I'll get the updated design, paste it back into here, run the recompile, wait another 17 seconds for that to complete. One other useful thing with this software is that it uses the inbuilt Python functions to extract static variables. So for example, it's gone and stuck them out here, so we can edit this and push the changes to the design file. So we can update like the sort of stack requirements to turn, say, furniture on and off, and turn different parts of the design on and off. But it's still a little bit buggy. Okay, so this is the new design. Ooh, that looks better than the initial one. Got a decent like hallway through here. There's some kind of funny door thing there. But apart from that, I'm pretty happy with how that turned out. It's sort of put like a little fireplace or something in there. Dining table. So I'll show you, I guess, the furniture feature. So turn that one off and recompile. And hopefully that will turn all the furniture off after about another 13 seconds or so. So maybe also worth noting, like, all the different things in this design, you can kind of click on them in the render to identify what they are in the actual design through the assembly tree here. So we can go and find where it is clicked on there. So that's the deck sliding door header. So I guess if I want to tell the model to work on that, I could click on that. I know what it's called. I could be like, oh, the header is the wrong color. Can you update the header? So the language model can update that design file more easily. So that refreshed, and all our furniture has been taken off. So that's like a really quick run through of it. But that answered more questions than it raised. But that's about how I use it at the moment. Thanks for watching.